boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, all the zombies. This is Reno Boyz RC. I'm going to talk to you about some of my trucks that I have. Just a quick rundown on what I got. Some of them anyway. Here we go. I'm going to put you up in your little holster. Okay, so this truck is called Big Blue. Big Blue. It is a custom color painted by Boyz RC painting. You can find them on Facebook. Awesome job. This is my camera mount for you, camera there. Do cool videos. Lobster trap. Solely because I'm from Nova Scotia. This is a custom light bar, toilet flushing. Custom light bar up in here. Lights in the front. Yeah, that's the truck. The body. Here's the truck. SEX10. Axial SEX10. Same deal. Upgraded links. Tops and bottoms. The axial ones. Batteries. These batteries run the lights. These are just little flashlights for underglow, I guess. Missing one. It's here somewhere. I have an Integy 55 turn motor. Traxxas XL5 speed controller. This is a 9-volt battery. It's for the upper light bar and connections. The axial box, I just kind of sealed it up with some gasket. Works well. These are for the lights on the front end and the front end here. This battery for the winch, which runs it up front. Now I have also my battery. I moved it up front. Electronics in the back, battery up front, more weight. It's a 5,000 milliamp. What can I say? The steering servo is right up front. I used the same plate and just screwed it onto the frame here instead of buying, you know, the proper piece to do it all. I make everything. I had to move the bumper a little forward to fit the body, so I made some little supports front and back. This is a custom bumper that I made. It's made out of the C-channel. Same thing the light bar is made out of. I run 2.2s, the axial rock lizards. Goes better over rocks. This is for the trailer, to give lights to my trailer. This is a trailer hitch. It is, I don't know how to explain it, it's the piece from the airplane skis, what the skis would hook onto under here. Under here, what I did was took them off because I used them on something else, and then just put a ball, boom, custom trailer hitch. This bar, I don't know if you can see it, is for my plow. The other day when I mentioned, I did a video the other day. I haven't posted it yet. Take the plow as such, slides in underneath, and then these bars hook here, plugs in up front, and up and down the plow goes. Steering servo. Simple. You know, hooked onto the frame, done. Okay. I'm running the stock shocks switch for the lights. That's about it. Little skid plates I made for the front end. A lot of torque. It's great. Great for pulling trailer. Okay, let's move on to the next truck. Oh, the axle, not the axle, the axles are stock, and all the gearing is all still stock. Move next to next truck. Bang! That's how I roll. Zombies are getting me. Now you've seen this one online, I'm sure. This is Project Tribute Truck, Betsy, to my father. See, I got some wood in here. Got some more piles of wood, you know. Load up. Custom box. It's made from shoe racks, IKEA shoe rack things. Sideboards come off. Got some chains. Pull stuff around. There. A little stiff. More chains. You've seen this chain pulling logs. Back also comes off. These are just little hooks I made. These are little nails. You know. The back end, picture hardware. Go figure. Picture hardware. This is, try to reuse everything. Little trailer hitch. This bumper came off an old truck I got from the Value Village. Tore it apart. You know, I can always reuse stuff. It's little hooks with chains. I'm attempting to make the hood open a little more so as it opens up though, but I got these little tabs I turn and that's what keeps it shut. It's an axial front bumper, and let's open her up. Not much to it. This is just foam. You can buy it any store, Walmart, like in the craft section. Okay, here's the electronics. Battery, Traxxas XL5. I use them because they're waterproof. Traxxas waterproof box. It's hard to see it, but the transmission is actually the ass end of the two-wheel drive Rustler or the Slash. I just turned it sideways, modified it a little bit. The motor, that's out of a computer. And it gives it a little bit of speed, a little bit off. Underneath, I do renovations. I own my own company, so this is a plate, metal plate to hook, you know, wood together, so on and so forth. These rock sliders are transition pieces when you go from tile to carpet. You know, I just extra pieces left over from jobs. You know, cut it, boom, make it fit, done. These are the stock links off the SEX10. Took them off, you know, Big Blue. Used them on this one, Betsy. I've cut the axle. I've seen this on YouTube. It's the reason why I did it. You cut the axle down, and then you can mount your tires in much better. Now, of course, the fronts are the same, and then the two inners are different. The reason why I put here and here just makes it look better. You can see, you know, I've made mud flaps again out of the felt, or not felt, whatever it is. This is transmission sits on. There's my phone. Got a message. Chewbacca. I'm running full droop in the back. It's a custom, not a custom, it's a GCM frame from my buddy Chris. Awesome parts. You need good stuff, you go to him. GCM Racing. The frame, what I had to do, I had to cut off the shock towers in the back in order to make this sit flat. They're still on in the front. I got more of the felt here just to help with the snow and dirt and everything else flying in. A little bit of hot glue holds it on. You know, it's simple. Shocks are just, you know, some metal shocks that I've had laying around. Put them on. Works great. Again, I moved the bumper forward. Use a C channel. I used it here. Use a lot of it. Works well. Easy to cut. You know. And then the body mounts here and here. And I got rock sliders. Boom. A lot of suspension travel. Crazy amount of suspension travel. You know, so I'm going over rocks. No problem. Again, C channel. Helps protect the side of the bed as well from the tires rubbing. Up front, it's my dogs. Apparently, somebody's at the door. Would be the mailman. Crazy dogs. They're axial axles. Just a piece of metal up front for the steering. The servo is on the axle. All in all, works well. You can really really hear it. So that's that. Like this truck. It's got a lot of power, speed and power. Good thing. You can probably see some of the desk here. It's a mess. I showed this off in another video as well. This is going to be a plow that I pull behind Big Blue, the SEX10. I have a plow for the front as well. Pull this guy behind, makes a little wider of a trail. We're behind the Summit, and again, it's all the C channel. You know, stuff is great for easy to work with. C channel bolts. I mean, it's all the stuff I already have. ABS pipe 2-inch. Just cut it down the middle. Got the angles on it. A little bit of hot glue to help hold it while I was putting it all together. Some reflective tape. Reflective tape on the back, and then these are just tires. These are going to be wheel wells in the SEX10. As you can see, it's a Rubbermaid dish. I just cut it in half and started working it. I've got to paint them black. Another project. Alright. Let's go with Summit. The Summit. Summit. Thing's a beast. It's the yellow one, very bright. So what I did was I just kind of dusted it with black spray paint, just to kind of tone down the yellow a little bit. This is the camera mount. Put these on. Take it off. Again, kind of close. Felt keeps all the crap out of it. It works quite well. I mean, if it breaks, you just hot glue it kind of back together. Works great. Is the inside. Now I've just replaced the motor. This is a DeWalt 14.4. Looks great. Everything else is stock. I installed switches here and here. This one is falling off. It's for the lights on the tail end, the front end, so I can turn them off and on. This is one of the first Summit, so doesn't have a lipo cutoff, so I had to install one. Works great. As it slides away, it's so big. Everything else is stock. The gearing is still stock. It's a beast. I do a lot of videos with this guy. My lipo, this wire here is for the lipo cutoff. It's a blue light. Tells me when to shut it down. I put it up in the front. I did have it kind of here, like I could see it through the wheel well, but then I put on the covers and it can't see it. So I installed it up in the front end. Works well. Tires, super soft. They're probably full of water as soon as I go through. The only thing that I have replaced on it, I guess I should say, is the lower RPM links here. The A-arms, I was ripping around in the summertime, hit something and boom, broke it. So I just figured I might as well replace them. Work much better. I've jacked it up so I get a little more ground clearance, painted the bottom black, made a skid plate. I generally make skid plates for a lot of my cars. Just a piece of metal, cut it, bend it, screw it together. Made some holes so water and stuff drips out. It's mainly to protect the steering servos that are under here, because I mean Traxxas has its own little covers, I guess, or that help, but they don't really help. So a little more protection, and then it's easy unscrew off. On the front, I did it as well. I have to turn it. I brought it up in the front, a little more protection. A little chain for towing. And in the back, I also made a flip her over. I don't know if you can see it. Trailer hitch, and then tow chains to tow whatever. Other than that, I'm running two 5,000 milliamp batteries in it, lipos, and it just eats them up. I get about an hour run time with it. That's high gear and low gear, roughly an hour, give or take, depending on how much I'm giving her. The ass and the gears inside the diff, I've eaten them twice now. This thing is just nuts. I've been pulling my kids with it. I pulled the neighbor's kid, pulled my kid from a dead stop on his bike to get going. Pushed my neighbor's kid on his skateboard with it. It's crazy insane. I've eaten the gears in the back end of it twice. So, talking to my buddy, he's a mechanic, so he tells me to, when you buy a new set, heat them with the torch till they're red, and then dip them in oil and spin them until they cool off. It hardens them up even more. I've done it. I did it at the end of summer, and I've been torquing it and so on and so forth. Gears are still in there. They're still good. So, good advice. Next truck. I can sit down and do this one. Or put the controller around. This is a controller that I dropped. Traxxas Slash, 2-wheel drive. I got this baby when it first came out. This is like one of the original guys. The original body, messed. My dogs bite it. This body is my bashing body. The other one is messed. Yeah, this one is full of salt. I was ripping it last night. Did the video. You know, a couple of shout outs I'll do later on. Anyhow, I've got metal, or the aluminum L brackets to help hold the body together. I got some on the inside. It used to be black at one time, but I used the wrong paint, so it started to come out like in last winter, so I stripped it all out. Just left the body clear. I've used the Shugu and drywall tape to try and hold it together, but it doesn't work. It only works for so long. I mean, I bashed the crap out of this thing. You can see there's holes in it. Flip it over. I've painted the chassis black, made skid plates. Surprisingly, they work really well. This is the second one I made for the front. The first one was just really beat up. So I replaced it. The front end has RPM. Turn it. RPM A-arms in the bottom. This is another piece of just L channel. It helps protect the shocks. The original bumper, original chassis. What else? Man, I've upgraded the, I don't remember what they're called in the ass anymore. Dogs again. They're aluminum, anodized, front also aluminum. I'm running mashers on it right now because it's winter time. It gives me a little height. I usually have it lowered down really low because, you know, it's fast. It's really fast. So I lower it down. Gives me more traction. I'm looking for a set of tires to show you. These are the summer tires I run on it. You can see they're wearing. Great tires. They're Traxxas tires. Traxxas rims. They're great. The Anacondas. A lot of traction. Awesome. So, come winter, you know, I jack it up a little bit, put bigger tires on it, help get through the snow. The only problem is going through the snow with this guy is, well, it's 2-wheel drive, so it's not the best. You can see the body is just crumbling. Flip it over, you can see I've got metal here, even on the front end, just to hold it all together. See, it's all cracked. Anyhow, in this guy, I run a 6,000 milliamp battery. It's nuts. In the back end, here's the speed controller. The motor, it's your stock speed controller. It was brushed. I've upgraded it to brushless years ago. I also upgraded the back end of it. It's now metal, just for some weight. I had to kind of customize the sway bar in here, in the back end of it. I haven't done it to the front yet. Stock shocks, just different springs. RPM, actually this guy was pretty. The whole front end was pretty original till probably 2 years ago. I've updated it. Little rocks. The motor, it's a Foose 5800 kV motor. It's just nuts. It's fast. It's a fast truck. Does about 80-90, but I've got it jacked up again for the winter. So anyway, it's just some of my rigs. Believe me, I have more. I also have the Traxxas Rustler. So the original body came with it. I have a switch. I had lights on underneath. You can see here. Dog. My dog likes to bite it. Bites it, throws it. It's funny. We'll open it up. I'm running lipos on everything. Stock speed controller, stock motor, the gearing it came with. I've upgraded the. I can't think of the name of those things. Anyway, I've upgraded these back ends. The front end is still stock. Wheelie bar. That's a custom-made wheelie bar out of aluminum. Airplane tires. Only because I bought 2 wheelie bars. Destroyed them both on this car. Destroyed them both. Gone. Disintegrated. Bye. Adios. Zombies, I tell you. Zombies. So, little skid plate in the ass end. Only because it's starting to kind of break. So, front end. It's the RPM Traxxas bumper for the 2-wheel drive. I've just cut it, modified it. Used the other part for the snowplow. Modified it. Get it in. Works. Tires are off the HBI Savage, the mini guy. I've upgraded the shock tower in the ass end here. Same thing in the slash I did. Other than that, it's still stock. Put these on. These came off a Tamiya something. Anyway, I kind of upgraded these here. Took out the old, I call them drive shafts. They look like telescoping drive shafts. And I put in these dog bones. Trying it out, see how well it works. You know, works well. Rustler. Traxxas Rustler, ladies and gentlemen. Traxxas Rustler. Love it. I love it just because it's wheeling. Just some of my cars. This, I do like Traxxas, only because of the durability, strength of them. They're friggin' amazing. Got this guy used from a buddy of mine. It's the Slash. What I did was I put on the links, longer links, longer arms, because I had the Summit body on it, so I kind of had it into a mini Summit at the time. Left them on, just put the Slash body back on it. Wheelie bar because it's brushless. So, skid plate again. Got the Summit bumpers, front and back. Like this guy. It's fun. Fun little truck. Does wheelies as well. And then I put on some buggy tires. Vroom, vroom, zoom, zoom. It's fun. One more. One more, I promise. One more. One more. This is the AX10, Axial AX10 Scorpion. Rock Racer. Bought this new from Dynamic Hobbies. It's the hobby shop I go to. Now I've upgraded the links here. These are the same links, the push rods they're called, on the Summit. At the time I couldn't find, look at that guy coming out there. At the time I couldn't find the right link, so I make things work. I'm a builder. It's got the 55 turn Inti-G motor, Traxxas XL5, it's the yellow one. I've waterproofed it though. It's the battery, it's still stock shocks, I just changed the springs, way softer. Stock axles, stock tires, just cut the foam in them to make them more squishy, softer. It does about 3 miles an hour, 3 kilometers an hour at walking speed, but it's got a crap load of torque to get up over. Traxxas servo up front, waterproof. Saddle pack batteries, one's here, one's up in here. Works well. It's got pretty good flex. So you know when you're getting up over those rocks, boom, no problem. Really soft. This guy's becoming a shelf queen because I use my AX10 more. But I will be running this more in the summer. I lied. This is a homemade fan boat. It's not completely finished, a little bit more work. Battery goes in the compartment. Steering works quite well actually, just you can probably see it, steering servo. The boogie board's from Walmart. On the front end, just some corrugated plastic, kind of as a water break. I don't know what's going on over there. Zombies. Works quite well. It's not super fast. It's got hobby grade electronics in it. They're from the AX10, the original AX10 electronic speed controller. Brushed. Works quite well. Surprised. Alright, so that concludes my video. A couple of shout outs. Let's go with GCM Racing, awesome parts, awesome RC parts. Bodyworks, painting, RC painting, find them both on Facebook. Awesome. Check out my Facebook channel at Reno Boyz RC. Travis Reside, what's up, buddy? Another shout out to you. I think that's it. Oh wait, geez. Shout out to my family, all of you guys in Nova Scotia. Miss yous. It's all good. Say goodbye, Abomination and Sam.